Alright, alright. Checking in. Hello everybody. So this is the part 2 of our live stream, and uh, I'm sorry for the second part, because OBS says that there is encoder error on this one, so I have no option but to reinitiate this kind of live. So anyways, we are going to go to watch the Starship atmospheric reentry anyway, so yeah, there's that. And also need to tell you something that for now I can show you. Okay, so here's the view, how it looks right now. Okay, and I need to tell you that what we've already covered on the first part. The first part we've already covered about the rockets and the space plane or spaceship in a nutshell. Which in case you see right now, this is the Starship. Okay, and it looks very good there. Okay, and also we've already covered a little bit specs about this rocket, and also we've already witnessed the launch itself. Yeah, we've already witnessed the launch itself, the super heavy booster most engine cut off, hot staging. Also we have seen the interstage jettison, and also we've already witnessed, before the encoder error, we've already also witnessed the soft splashdown in the Pacific Ocean of the super heavy booster. And also I need to remind you that as you have already seen right now, the Starship itself, it has successfully shut down of its all of its engine. So there's that, and we shall see the entry soon here. So for now, I think we can go straight to the live. We can open the coverage for now. So let me see. Okay, desktop. I need to open it.
But earlier is looking at one of the other forward flaps.
All right, so here we go.
Eventually, we're
Let's watch.
going to keep adding more cameras to Starship, get a couple of different views from the outside of all the different areas.
By the way,
and then also eventually to be able to see payloads once they're deployed.
So you will watch
exciting stuff coming in the future.
Some short things here.
Right now, we're
looks
getting
pretty
closer
good.
to reentry.
All right. So hello.
We're going to be moving at hypersonic speeds more than 5 times.
Just watching there. Hello.
Sound. We're going to see that plasma
have fun there.
build. So, Kate, Jesse, excited.
Okay, here we go. The reentry have already started.
That view on your screen again, high def.
As you can see,
Starlink, we can see the plasma beginning to build.
That looks pretty good.
The ship is getting closer to the Earth's atmosphere. Now, let's talk a little bit about how Starship will survive reentry, hopefully, and control itself.
Exactly.
You
We've
can
been talking
see
about
all
this
all the
entire flight
plasma.
test. There's 18,000 hexagonal
Plasma
ceramic
in the
tiles
right now.
surrounding the bottom portion or the
Degrees
earth-facing
fighting.
side of the ship.
100 kilometers altitude, good altitude for entry.
Great call-outs there. Now, during atmospheric reentry, the vehicle is going to see temperatures as high as 2,600 degrees Fahrenheit or over 1,400 degrees Celsius. So those tiles are there to help protect the vehicle from this extreme heat.
Yeah.
By the way,
the
it's
flaps will help
if I remember,
control
this
it.
is the
Now, one noticeable difference I see immediately.
based
Those flaps are not moving as much as they were on Flight 3. So that is a great sign, right? We had
so it should survive.
loss
And this time around, we don't see all those with
so we added some additional thrusters, and
all those
we
with
see that
roll as we have already seen before on the IFT-4 mission.
So those flaps,
So
there's 4
that
of them,
looks
2
pretty
at the
good.
top and 2 at the bottom.
Unfortunately, we still we are still not get all of the
steer the ship, which, as we can see, the plasma
of the
continuing to build.
coverage.
Now, if the ship
No
survives reentry,
blackout so far.
it will
Pretty
have
good.
to perform a flip maneuver as well as a landing burn.
Pretty
We saw
interesting
this
there.
demonstrated in a couple of high altitude flight tests back in like 2020, 2021.
Altitude is right now around.
Similarly,
Temperatures increasing on the nose within expected ranges.
great news there.
Okay,
it sounds like the temperatures that we are getting during this point,
around
which again, we usually don't get during spaceflight because of this plasma. We're getting this live. This is a great news.
So fast there, man.
So similarly
I mean, that's
to,
crazy. So
for
long
example,
back.
the serial number
How
10
many?
test that we saw a couple years ago.
Then
We're hoping to
or
duplicate that again
15,
today.
16,
Hopefully we
or
will see
maybe
it
a
live.
lot more than that.
And
Crazy,
basically
man.
the 3 center engines of the ship will reignite and
Those hot
gimbal
plasma
point
is
to help
forming
flip
there.
the ship until those engines are pointing down so that it can land vertically using Raptor's thrust.
And as you can see, even from the beginning of the program, we've designed
Oh.
Starship to land on Mars where there are no runways or other humans to help out. We
Okay.
also want rapid reusability.
Impressive. We
We're
still don't have.
This
doing
vehicle is passing through
Okay.
85 kilometers altitude. The flaps have
Flap
control
down.
of the vehicle.
Yeah.
great news. Flaps have
It-
control of the
yeah.
vehicle. That's exactly what we want to hear
Flap
for
is
this flight
controlling
test.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's good.
Again, we are going to be doing a propulsive landing instead of a more traditional means like parachutes. And we
Yeah.
are expecting reentry to begin here in just about a
Whoa,
minute.
another view there.
Reentry, an awesome view that we have here.
That's
Starship
crazy.
remains
This
on a
is
good
the-
entry trajectory.
This is the same view that we had when we first returned from the coast
That's
phase. Again, this
crazy.
is looking at the side of one of the flaps.
Mhm.
You can- it's incredible
Let
that
me open
literally
another
at
one
the bottom
to
of this
here
picture, we're
on my phone,
basically
so-
looking through plasma, which
So I can-
is just absolutely
So
mind-blowing.
maybe I can reply.
Wild, very wild. Now we are
Nice.
expecting
Let me-
entry to begin here in about 30 seconds or so. Entry to splashdown
Wow.
is expected to
You
last
see there?
about 6
RCS.
minutes long.
It's doing its job right
And
now.
that flip maneuver should occur around about
Wow.
10 minutes before splashdown.
It's crazy.
And such incredible views that we're
Starship is
getting.
approaching peak heating
Wow.
region.
Great call outs there.
Yeah, these views are absolutely astounding.
Nose temperatures continue to rise within expected region.
And in your bottom right-hand corner, you can also follow along with the altitude
Wow.
of ship as it's returning back to Earth.
Here it looks like a purplish color here.
So once again, this view is basically
Oh,
looking
and
down
finally we have
into
seen
the
here,
plasma.
speed
blanket
has
that's
already
building up
decreased
around
one by one there.
the
Altitude
exterior
is
of
72
Starship.
kilometers.
It is traveling, as you can see on your screen. You can look in the bottom right-hand corner and see how fast it's going, how high it is, as well as the general orientation. Again, we're seeing a lot more stability, a lot more control here on this flight, which is great.
Yeah.
It shows that the iterations, the learning.
Starship is now in expected peak heating region.
And we
All right,
Say
great
something
news
here,
there,
Richard.
telling us that this is basically the hottest point that Starship
Wow.
should get during its reentry. Now, the heat shield is working with the atmosphere for some like free braking. Okay, the atmosphere is helping to slow the Starship down.
Yeah, exactly. We're not using any engines or thrust to slow the vehicle down. Exactly what Kate mentioned. We're just using the atmosphere and
Oh,
those
you
heat
see
shield
there?
tiles protecting the vehicle as it's coming through that high heat temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, this is another one of those moments that we have been waiting for. Right now, the ship is currently
Mhm.
re-entering the Earth's atmosphere, and
Yeah,
by all
delays.
looks and all calls that we're hearing
69
on the net,
kilometers
it
of
is doing
altitude.
pretty well. Now, we
Nice
do
number, I
not
guess.
plan to recover the spacecraft today, but rapid and,
And speed right
reusable-
now,
excuse me, rapid
almost
and reliable
25,000
reusability
kilometers per
is
hour.
the ultimate
Okay,
goal.
already under orbit.
And just pausing to just take in this incredible new and different view that we're seeing. We did get
Wow,
a
still no
similar
blackout
view
here.
in Flight 3, but
Interesting.
again, the vehicle did lose a little bit of its control, attitude control.
I guess
And
scientists
this
right
is
now
a
are
very
also
stable view. This is
analyzing
great. This is
live
exactly what we want.
along
And
with
we are
me and
hearing that
other
we're getting expected
streamers,
call-outs.
especially
Absolutely.
Starship is
Especially
seeing half a G of
other
acceleration,
space
remains on a good
YouTubers.
entry trajectory.
You know,
Pretty
it's
interesting, yeah.
incredible to look at this photo and wonder, wait, is it real? Is it frozen? You know, we can see the, yeah, so I was
Okay,
just going to say,
here we
we
go.
can-
Nose
Now the
temperatures have
RCS
stopped increasing.
oh, that is
Okay.
great news.
decreasing.
The temperature is no
Temperature
longer
is
building.
decreasing. That's
But I
good.
was saying, like, we have a little bit of indication there. We can see that streaking that occurs and tells us that this is indeed a true view. So once again, we are looking basically through the plasma that is building up through,
Yeah.
around the exterior of
See,
the ship.
RCS there.
And I still cannot get over that we are getting a live view of re-entry right now, live on your screen.
Or
Again,
maybe the engine.
I've
I
said
don't
this over and over, but all thanks to Starlink.
care. It's
We
there.
are able to use Starlink in space, which we're
Mhm.
getting this incredible data And not only just the data from the sensors, but getting live imagery of what is actually happening, which is great, which we've never been able to do live before.
Right. Now, just a quick future outlook here. So in about
right now, the speed right now is almost 23,000 kilometers per hour. Altitude is
a
58
call out
kilometers.
for entry transonic. That means that the ship is going near the speed of sound. And then about a minute after that, we'll hear another call out saying entry subsonic, meaning that the ship is going below the speed of sound. So these are all continued indications that the atmosphere, right, as the ship comes back down, it is getting through the more dense part of the atmosphere, and that atmosphere is helping to push against the vehicle, and those heat shields are protecting the vehicle during this high heat period.
That's that.
Yeah, Kate and Jesse, we're starting to see as the atmosphere gets denser, you're starting to see a few more particles make an appearance in the plasma there. You can see you're looking
also
down at the aft end of the
just
ship
like
and the top
what it
left,
says.
you're
Also,
seeing
remember
essentially
the
flame
more
buildup as we go through
the more
reentry.
denser the atmosphere, of course,
Even hearing the call
the more
outs, the
more greater
tracking
the
things like temperatures and nose cone
the
and those,
braking speed,
were
and
right
possibly
where we
even
modeled
more
them to be,
plasma
which is
than
really
ever
cool to
using
see
this
and to see in
same
real
speed, I
time.
guess. If you
But
try to
we're
put it
coming
around,
up,
I
we're
don't know,
about
maybe 30
67 kilometers in
but 30
altitude.
kilometers
The
is
last
60.
signal with the ship on flight
Wow,
3 was
I
at
think it's going to be
65, so we should be making it
a lot of
past that
speed.
point
Maybe
shortly.
even melting
Obviously,
this
as you guys
Starship
pointed out,
itself.
we're in a much
You know?
better control this time as we re-entered in the right attitude.
Okay,
And our
right now
flaps
under
have been steering the way so
22,000
far.
kilometers per hour.
Once we get through transonic, that's when you've got essentially
Raptor landing bird.
different
ready
areas
for
around the
landing bird
vehicle
later.
where the air is either moving
Okay,
faster
you
or
see,
slower than the speed of sound.
RCS
We'll
again
eventually get
in
to
action.
subsonic, which we
Isn't
have
that
some experience
interesting
with.
there?
We did in our suborbital campaign.
Start of Raptor
And
chill
then
from
Starship
Starship
will
landing bird.
eventually
Okay,
get
65
down
kilometers of
to its
altitude.
terminal velocity as it's floating down to the water. That's just about 200 miles an hour or so. We are hearing that we're starting to chill some of the engines as we are, if we make it all the way down to the water, still going to attempt a landing burn, but still a ways to go. We're at about 64 kilometers in altitude right now. We made it through what's expected to be the peak heating, but now we're going to start encountering increased pressures as the atmosphere gets thicker and thicker.
Okay. Fortunately, there is
So we're
not
at
yet
63 kilometers, so we've already made
black
it
out here.
farther than we did
That's
on
interesting.
our
That's why I
last
said
flight when that
scientists
last
must
signal
be
was
watching
coming
here
in
right now.
65 kilometers.
Definitely, they are watching.
So again, what we're really looking at here is the performance of the heat shield, of the flaps, of the seals in the flaps. There's just a whole bunch of different areas that we're keeping a really close eye on as we re-enter.
Okay, did you see there? There's some particles there that are burning. Yeah, it's
Starship remains on a good entry trajectory.
it might also it ablatively burn the heat shield here, the heat cells. So that's why it's important. Before this,
The attitude of the vehicle as it re-enters.
it's going to be way brutal. And right now almost 90,000 kilometers per hour, and right now altitude is around 59 kilometers.
Aft end of the vehicle where we pointed out we had some intentionally missing tiles, where we've got some sensors looking at just how hot it's getting around there. We intentionally put those in essentially the least critical part of the heat shield.
You see, lots of smokes right now.
If you had any
I
kind
bet
of
this
abrasion,
might be RCS or maybe
great for
something else.
usability,
Maybe
but
from
would be
that
critical for
ablative
actual,
heat shield
making it through the reentry and to the landing.
burning to the through the reentry, you know. And right now,
58
speed is
kilometers,
around
continuing to
18,
descend.
almost 18,000.
Right now,
Okay, 18,000
we are over
kilometers
the
per
Indian
hour.
Ocean. We're actually
Altitude is
getting
around
closer and
58
closer to
kilometers.
that expected splashdown point, which is just to the off the northwest corner of Australia.
Oh, okay. Wow, you can see there's still not yet any
Keep an
blackout
eye on our
or
speed. The speed is dropping.
disruption
We're hitting the thicker
caused
part
by
of the
the
atmosphere
plasma.
now. The speed's
Because
gonna start
why?
dropping
Because
precipitously.
these starships,
We're gonna start getting to
especially using
transonic pretty soon, and then after that
especially
we'll get
this
into
starship,
subsonic, where we're
diameter is pretty
less than
big.
the speed of
I
sound.
mean, it's pretty big and
wow,
large
what
rocket,
light shows so far.
so if it tries to re-enter, there's lots of radio. There's lots of like the black hole. Oh my god. Oh, sorry. Pardon my word.
External temperatures are starting to come down.
Again,
What's happening there?
this camera view is looking right at one of the forward
my.
flaps,
Oh my. Oh my.
and we're strategically putting some cameras around the vehicle to just look at the
Oh my.
different areas.
Oh my.
That,
Oh my.
looks like we got the flap starting to come apart a little.
Oh my. The flaps. Oh no. It's cutting like
It
a
does appear
torch
that
there.
we have a little bit of burn through there. We can see pieces of the vehicle
Right now,
flying off.
speed
What a
is
show
around
it has been. It's been like
15,000
watching
kilometers per
Interstellar or
hour.
something.
Okay. Altitude is around
This is
54
wild
kilometers.
to see this. But
Holy
the ship
crap,
is
man.
still coming
I mean,
down.
seriously. Pardon for
This is
my word.
incredible to see.
Pardon.
How far can it go? That is the
We,
question.
Keep
we
your eye
still.
on the altitude in the bottom right-hand
we
corner.
still work
We're
there.
at 54 kilometers
Oh, no.
right now.
Oh
Now,
no.
ultimately,
Burning
the
like a
data is
torch
the
there.
payload today. We've been saying it multiple times. Our teams
Okay.
are
Hopefully
sitting,
this has already
reviewing
come
this data
down.
live, learning where the hot spots are. As you can see, there's an obvious hot spot there with the flap, and learning how we can improve this design. The goal was to get as far through this high heat re-entry as possible. Ideally, we'd love to make it all the way
Okay.
down and perform
And there is
that
watchable
landing burn
here,
flight
but
maneuver.
we
But we
can
may
still
not get that far today.
make all of this.
Again,
Okay,
this
speed
is
is
a
around
test,
13,000
and
kilometers
we
per
are
hour.
gathering as much data as
Altitude is around
possible,
51
visual
kilometers.
data
Okay.
as well, which we can see
It's still
here. We are
working.
getting a lot of debris covering the camera on your screen, but
Okay.
we can still see some of those sparks and flames from that high heat as ship is making its way back down to Earth.
Ship now at 50 kilometers and closing.
Okay.
The good
Nice.
news is we still got, looks like that
Speed
camera
is
lens
around
just
12,000
cracked.
kilometers per hour.
It's safe to say
Altitude
ship's getting a
49
little beat
kilometers.
up, but that's to be expected on a test flight. We are still learning how to improve the ship for total survival and recovery of the high heat reentry.
I'm honestly impressed that we're still getting this live view despite
Yeah,
how
Sam.
much debris
This
is
is my
coming off of
reaction
this
too.
flap right now.
The fact that we've got it is good news.
Okay. Oh my.
And I may have jinxed it. I
Okay.
apologize.
T plus 1 hour. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Fortunately, we are still back.
And the teams here
Blackout is not
at
very long here.
SpaceX are excited, as you
Nice.
can tell by the cheering behind us. There's still a sizable crowd here.
Speed
at
is
the
around
Control
10,000
Center
kilometers per
on
hour. Altitude is 46
Splashdown is
kilometers or
expected
now
in just
45
about 4
kilometers.
minutes from now.
Yeah. Let's see how it looks
We're
like.
still
Hopefully
moving.
we
We
are
still have live
we're
views.
able
Starlink
able
is
Vehicle
doing
is
an incredible
approaching
job.
maximum entry dynamic pressure.
okay.
External
Maximum
temperatures are
entry
dropping.
dynamic pressure. Okay, fine. Temperature
Okay,
is
good
also
news,
dropping.
those external pressures are dropping. The question is, how much is the ship is left? We
Yeah.
can't really tell. We can still
Same
see
question. Same
some
question.
of that particulate coming off. And unfortunately, we do have a cracked camera lens. But
Oh.
for any photographers out there and videographers, we know that's
Speed is
part of the gig sometimes.
around 8,000
And you can see
kilometers
that
per
the speed
hour.
is rapidly
Altitude
slowing
is
down.
43
That's actually really
kilometers.
great news for us. We want the vehicle to be
Okay,
slowing
now
down
down under to
before
42
it splashes
kilometers.
down into the ocean. That'll help set us up for that flip maneuver, engines first down into the water.
Exactly. So we have seen this flip maneuver demonstrated on previous
Okay,
high
speed is
altitude flight
7,000
tests,
kilometers per hour.
like
Hours.
serial number 8.
Altitude is 41
reviews,
kilometers.
or
But
excuse me,
yeah,
I should say
I'm not going
more
to do
light
too
coming
much
through
call
the
out
view
here.
that we have
Okay,
through that
let's
cracked
see
and
and let's
dirty
watch.
lens there.
With
But yeah,
patience.
so we're hoping that this flip maneuver that we can pull it off.
Okay,
As
blackout.
soon as we get those views back, if we
Blackout for
can
now.
get them.
But
If
we'll
the
see.
ship is still
The
around,
telemetry
we
is
will
still
bring it
around
back
here.
to you.
Past
So
maximum
still
dynamic pressure.
okay. Maximum
That is great
aerodynamic
news.
pressure. Okay,
Maximum
fine.
dynamic pressure being the moment in which the vehicle experiences the greatest amount of aerodynamic pressure.
Yeah. Yes.
Speed still dropping. We're now at 37 kilometers above
5,000
the ocean.
kilometers per hour, 36 kilometers of
23, we are
altitude.
targeting a splashdown in the
Hopefully
water in the
we are
Indian
live
Ocean.
again. This is now around
And we don't
plus
have a lot
1
of view
hour,
right
2
now, but
minutes,
because
and
we're still
15
getting
seconds.
data and telemetry, that does tell us that
Okay.
ship is still doing okay, at
Still
least.
on the supersonic speeds. Okay,
There we got that
nice.
live
Another view. Nice.
The crowd
We
very
are back
excited
from
to see that
blackness.
view, despite not being able to see very much.
The fact that it's there tells us the ship is still alive.
Yes, and
For now.
collecting data. Continuing
Yeah,
to collect
under
data as we
3,000
get closer
kilometers
and
per
closer to
hour.
Earth.
Yes,
Altitude is
now
30 kilometers.
kilometers, now 29
Nice.
above the Indian
Starship is at
Ocean.
30 kilometers altitude, Mach 2.
Okay, Mark 2. Mach 2,
Sounds
sorry.
like the vehicle's traveling, as we just heard, Mach 2, which is
Okay.
looks like we
2,000 kilometers per
might-
hour. Altitude is 26 kilometers. Okay.
I thought maybe it might clear up. It is
Maybe
a
we
little
can-
bit.
We can see again. Let's see.
Now at T
Hopefully.
plus 1 hour,
Hopefully.
3 minutes and 13 seconds.
Okay, should be
Into Starship
should be
Flight 4.
transonic.
Hoping that the ship can hang on. It's probably potentially hanging on by a couple of bolts and threads,
Come on,
but
should
it's
be
still
transonic.
going, and that is excellent news.
That deceleration is looking incredible.
Okay, should be
We're about to
transonic
go
here right now.
under 1,000 kilometers per hour.
Speed is
Yeah.
9
Starship is
around
at 20
almost.
kilometers altitude.
All right.
Now keep in mind that even though
Speed is
we
900
can't
kilometers
see
per hour.
anything,
Altitude is 17
the data
kilometers.
itself is what we
Okay,
really,
and let's watch.
are
I'm not going to
subsonic.
any more call out. Okay,
Subsonic, they're telling us
subsonic.
it's traveling
All
below
right,
the speed
good.
of sound.
Good. Let's see. Can we land? Let's see.
That movement means
The flip
flaps
should have
are
already been
actuating.
done.
I think we can see something.
Okay, that's interesting. Should be ignition
This is
after
a
that.
nail biter. But we are.
Okay, maybe there's
unfortunately, we
already
can't see
flip,
through
but
the,
we
the
shall see
lens,
that,
but we're still getting the feed.
The engine one.
Starship is now 11 kilometers over the ocean. All this data is incredibly important, even if it breaks up right now. Okay, we can see that flap actuating through the
Okay,
glass.
the lab is still moving. That's good. Good sign. Even though it's kind of bonk right now. Yeah, it's kind of
Okay, the
bonk,
next
but yeah.
milestone will be
still good.
initiation of the flip maneuver and landing.
Okay. Flip maneuver and then
Keep an eye on
Good.
the bottom right corner
engine
of your screen for
relight
those
again.
3 center engines to relight. They will gimbal or angle so that the ship flips itself back up vertical and hopefully lands in a vertical position.
okay, speed is
The crowd is very
450
excited
kilometers
to
per
get
hour.
this view
Altitude is
of
4
that flap
kilometers.
still
Starship is
maneuvering.
passing through
Nice.
5 kilometers altitude.
Okay, come on. Hopefully we are able to land this time.
This is incredible. We're getting very close to splashdown.
These fireflies are
One.
such a good sign of life right now. We wish we could see more, but we'll take it.
All right, altitude is 1 kilometers.
2 kilometers altitude.
Good luck.
terminal block.
Good luck. 4 clover leaf for you, man. Come on. Good luck. Good luck. We shall do it. We shall do it.
Starship.
All right.
All right.
Okay,
good news there.
ignition. Wow. Should be ignition. Come on. Come on. You cannot fail. You cannot fail. Come on.
Landing burn startup.
Okay. Landing burn has already started. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Should be okay. Should be shut off there. Okay. Is it a success?
The landing burn shutdown
T plus
was
1 minute and
commanded.
6 T plus 1 hours and 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Let's see. Hopefully we are finally soft landing there on the Pacific Ocean, I guess.
Wow. I mean, it was a little bit of use your imagination as you were going down with what we could actually see, but we were able to hear the ship did its landing burn. It sounded
Starship
like we
landing
might have
burn
got
shutdown.
2 engines.
All right.
That was
Nice.
the final call for landing burn shutdown, but we'll go back
Which
to all
means
the data, but
soft
we did get confirmation
Splashdown.
that a landing
Nice.
burn took place. Starship made it through reentry and did its
Nice.
first ever
So,
landing burn.
even though the flaps it's
South
like
Texas to the other
water
side of the earth. Starship
water
is
bulk,
underwater.
but hey, it's still good regardless.
What a day!
Huh.
What a day, guys!
Yeah, even what a day.
That was
It's almost
absolutely
10 p.m.
incredible.
here
We
right now in my
we
place.
got
Yeah.
views pretty much the whole way down. Analysis said it could do it. We weren't sure
Okay,
if
they
it was
will
going to be
do
able to
some
happen. The
post-flight
Starlink
analysis
powered
there.
through, and we were able to get signal. We started to get some debris on the cameras and everything, but we were able to see it. So, I mean, what a day! Just recapping, everything started off today. We lifted off from here in Starbase just about an hour ago. It feels like a lifetime. Successful super heavy ascent, boost back, and its own splashdown in the Gulf. Ship made it to space, kept its attitude. Successful re-entry through peak heating. We got to see it under flap control through the atmosphere,
This is the
and we got
conclusion
to
right
call
now.
out of our first ever ship landing burn after launch into space. So, just really incredible. So I'm gonna take some time to collect myself, but wow, that was incredible. I can't wait for the next one. Over to you guys.
It was so loud
Yeah.
here. I haven't heard the crowd get that loud. Probably
Let's
since
go for the
liftoff of Flight
IFT-5.
1, honestly.
That was incredible. Congratulations to our teammates, to everyone who supported the Starship program. Thanks to all of our future customers for your support.
Yeah.
And we'd
So
also
this
like
is
to
our
thank the
closing
people of
right now.
Cameron County,
I will
Texas,
also close
as
with
well as
my
the
own.
Coast Guard, the Federal Aviation Administration, and the government of Mexico. And since Starship got a little bit toasty from that extreme heat of reentry, and we've got our very own Starship right here.
Starship.
Let's have
And
a
also the
toast
marshmallow
of
there.
our own.
They will
I've been waiting all
torch there.
morning for this.
Hey, may I-
Okay,
me
okay,
up.
okay. Like that. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Starship, I like this toasty.
Yeah. They
I'm
have
keeping
matches
this.
there. We
Now,
appreciate
we've got more Starship test flights coming to you soon. Be sure to follow the SpaceX account on X for more updates from today's test flight and future Starship tests. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Okay, let's see. That's it. Oh no. Hopefully they have already edited. Oh, and also by the way, thanks video from space for stream this for all of us here and help us so we can get sort of like almost the first view from the SpaceX itself. Yeah, so thank you very much. And yeah, looks like it. Yeah, okay, not bad. No more concurrent viewers there, but hey, I'm happy right now. This stream is very good. All right, we are almost half an hours here since we've already streamed the second part. Thank you everyone for watching here, and yeah, this is sort of like my rare opportunity to go live here right now because yeah, as always, I do not always have that energy and the place and yeah, and the environment sometimes not favorable for me to do live, especially when I'm in my home, in my actual home. So I don't do that, and yeah, I'm not in right now. I'm currently not in my hostel, but definitely somewhere else, not in the hotel. But yeah, not going to reveal where I'm right now. But for sure, Kawai does treat me well, you know. So for the closing right now, I'm going to open the music. Yeah. So thank you everyone for watching this second live stream, the part 2. I'm very appreciative that you did bother and did care to watch this one, and also thanks to the previous viewers whoever watch this live stream. I'm very grateful. You guys really made my day. I mean, even though I'm not a big VTuber, not a big creators, but hey, enjoy your day, okay? maybe I'll see my mid-20s with with a grateful heart somewhere in the future, maybe even 5-10 years from now. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and see you soon. And also for the closing one, I'm going to tell you once again for my Bornean friends, especially for Dayaks, especially for me too. happy gawai kaamatan. And also, how do I say it here? Gayugu gray nyamai, lantang senang nguan benua. So that's all for me. Thank you for watching. And maybe if I have another opportunity, I will try a stream for the IFT-5. I don't know. Maybe I'll try stream whatever I consider it very significant. Yeah, very significant. Not something like how do I say, in terms of current environment, you know, where people tends to stream Starlink a lot. Like I want, but the problem is that it's already, the launch is so frequent. It's like almost nothing for you to watch there. Yeah, maybe outside of few hours difference from that, from the actual launches, from few days like that. But that's it. I'm not going to stream that part. I will stream only the notable and maybe the first one ever. And yeah, if you ask me, am I going to stream on the Boeing, you know, that's CST-100 Starliner, the Boeing CFD crew flight test one, the docking to the ISS, International Space Station. Sorry for my mouth. If I'm going to stream it, unfortunately, no. I just like to have time to sleep. To process what I've already learned for today and yesterday, what I can improve for another next stream. And yeah, I want to also process about what's happening with me this whole week and what's on, right? So that's why I'm not going to stream. Plus, it's going to be midnight by the time it's already dark. So I'm afraid it's going to destroy my sleep schedule there. So I'm not going to stream that. But anyways, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Have a nice day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.